Do we really need a Prince documentary? As many of you are probably aware, the Prince documentary, long in the works for Netflix, has been fraught with problems since the outset, with the original director Ava DuVernay leaving the project citing creative differences, to the latest news just recently that the documentary is finished, but came in at 9 hours long, 3 hours over the rumoured stipulated length in the contract, causing a standoff between the Prince estate and Netflix, leaving the documentary seemingly dead in the water and hanging in the balance. This news exasperated the community, who have been waiting patiently for this documentary, hoping it would do justice to Prince and hopefully bring his music to a whole new generation. Instead, what we got was a brief tit for tat from the estate, claiming it wasn't about the length of the documentary, but its content that they were unhappy about. Claiming it was a tabloid-style hit piece that does not fairly do justice to his memory. Now, who knows who is right in this situation? And without having a test screening for an audience, there is no real way of knowing if it's a fair and detailed, accurate account of his career and life, or just full of salacious rumours, lies or inaccurate facts. And to be quite honest, many of us now just simply don't care anymore. It's gone on too long, and yet again, it's another huge opportunity missed. So this led me to thinking, do we actually really need this documentary? After Prince passed, all we wanted was to have the contents of the vault preserved and released for years to come. And to begin with, we did get some of this. There's been super deluxe editions of 1999, Sign of the Times and Diamonds and Pearls, with each release getting better in terms of the overall package. We've had vault releases with Welcome to America, Originals and the controversial Piano and a Microphone 1983. There has been Record Store Day releases, including the Truth album on vinyl for the very first time. And we've had re-releases of some of Prince's back catalogue on vinyl and CD. Then just as we had a bit of momentum going, things seemed to ground to a halt. Rumoured super deluxe editions of Parade and Love Symbol albums, and this year Purple Rain 40th Anniversary Super Deluxe, never saw the light of day, and each time the reason seeming to be because of the documentary. It's important to note that nothing official has ever been said, but it's widely believed that Netflix had certain exclusivity rights to certain vault material that was to be in the documentary, and as such the estate are unable to release certain projects until the documentary has been released. So, this documentary has actually been a hindrance rather than a help to Prince's legacy. So we all want to introduce Prince to new generations. We want his story, his legacy, his music to endure for all of time. Well, as many of you already know, if you really want to know Prince, it's all there in his music. Everything you need to know, it's right there. Then there are his legendary live performances, all those tours, after shows and TV specials. Imagine if that documentary deal didn't exist. All that incredible live footage from arguably the greatest ever to do it, just waiting to be seen the world over. The estate could have made deals to get these on either Netflix or Sky or any streaming service. That's all you need. That's the gateway in. If you show anyone who is not familiar with Prince some of his live performances, they are hooked. You don't need a documentary. One concert and bang. You want to know more? You want to know Prince? Well, by the way, here is his massive back catalogue of music. Everything you want to know is there. It's such a no-brainer. Put one of his greatest ever live tours on a global streaming platform and straight away you've reached a massive audience. Because let's face it, Prince's core fan base ain't getting any younger and is shrinking year on year. So although we want these to be released, it's only us that's buying it. So it's not going any further or being exposed to the masses. In short, it's not sustainable. Here in the UK, we have had half-hearted attempts by the BBC where they have repeated a number of times a documentary they made long before Prince passed, now combining it with the remastered Syracuse Purple Rain show, which then has almost 40 minutes cut out due to the BBC's woke agenda. And this is shown late at night in the graveyard slot, where it's not going to gain a huge audience. Imagine if that recent Diamonds and Pearls Glam Slam show was put on Netflix. This is all we need to grow Prince's legacy, not a documentary. It's his music, his live performance. That's all we've ever needed. And let's face it, it's not like they're short of material to choose from now, is it? How many Prince tours did you attend that you wish you could see again? Chances are, it's in the vault. So much time and money has been wasted by the estate and so many opportunities missed. Piano and a Microphone, Prince's last tour. We know he was working on the live release before his passing, so it should have been the first thing released after he died. So many of his fans never got to see this stunning show. But now that ship has sailed. It's been too long. The moment was lost. Yes, of course, as fans we still want it and will buy it if it ever sees the light of day, but the moment to really grab the public's attention and get people interested was lost. There have been chances missed to celebrate 30th anniversaries of some of Prince's albums like Batman and Graffiti Bridge due to rights issues with the movie soundtracks being held by Warner Brothers. Surely some of the millions wasted by the estate would have been better spent working with Warners to come up with a deal to be able to release super deluxe editions of those albums, instead of letting the moment pass by. Even this year, as mentioned earlier, we were being teased with big things being the 40th anniversary of Purple Rain, but yet again, due to the documentary and rights to the soundtrack being under Warner's, we have so far got nothing. Well, we do have a splatter vinyl release, which kind of sums it all up. It's hard to make these kinds of videos because we want to celebrate Prince and spread his legacy as best we can. And Prince was all about positivity. And as a dear purple brother of mine once said, we are the estate. And you know what? He's right. You, me, every true funk soldier, whether it's posting pictures on social media, writing blogs, making videos, or just simply sharing your love and passion for Prince with friends and family every day. Every act is doing our part to continue the legacy. We already have a treasure trove of material to enjoy. We have mountains of memorabilia. And then we have the best community in the world, full of the kindest, life-changing purple friends you will ever meet. Those kind of cars don't pass you every day. We are the estate, and we are willing to do the work. We don't need a documentary. We never did. We already have all that we will ever need. Thank you.